Hello and welcome to my little window of the internet, where today we're going to be talking about what is quite potentially one of my favorite antagonist characters in all of fiction, animation, whatever you want to say. So if you haven't watched season 3 episode 8 of Invincible yet, I don't know exactly what you are doing that you think is more important than that, but you should go correct that before you watch the rest of this video, because there's probably going to be a little bit of spoilers involved. So I'll give you a second to go ahead and do that. Cool. Alright. Fucking dude, Conquest. Alright, we gotta address him. He is absolutely just a fucking badass, dude. I love Conquest. I love him so much. The vibe about him, Jeffrey Dean Morgan's voice for him. He's a fucking menace. He really is. And I opened up my notepad to start making this video, and I really only made one note, which really, it wasn't even about Conquest, but it's just more about, I wanted to talk about, I like Oliver a bit more now. You know, I've kind of always been a little iffy about Oliver with the fact that he's just kind of whiny and he's a kid, and you know, I mean, he's a kid. You can't really fucking blame him for being the way that he is. He's a child with superpowers. But I like him a lot more after episode 8, because he definitely just pulled up, just to pull up for Mark's sake. Fucking Conquest, dude. That man pulled down and he said, "Prepare for my arrival, worms." And I was like, damn, who the fuck is this? Because I don't know anything about the comic line, right? So he comes down and I'm like, god damn, that is one imposing motherfucker right there, with like a little Thanos gauntlet style hand and everything. Oh. Anyway, and then next episode, it's just immediately fucking action. They are going bar for fucking bar in combat, and Mark is getting his ass beat because he's just, I swear to God, he's just invincible. Like, that's all he's ever been, is invincible. But anyway, fucking Mark and Conquest go back and forth. They have a really good fucking fight scene. We get a kind of recreation of the train scene from season 1, except on the beach this time, which I don't know if any of you guys noticed or really drew that parallel, but I saw it like immediately. That shit popped out at me. So I think that's what they were, I think that's realistically what they were shooting for with that. That moment where Mark is like, "Stop, please just stop," and Conquest is like, "This is a fight, what do you mean stop?" Like, that was definitely, it almost felt like a fourth wall break with the way that Conquest just kind of brought him back to reality. Like, no, this is not Naruto. Talk no jutsu is not gonna save you. Alright, I am here for the fucking ones, my guy. And Conquest really put the pause on him. And if it wasn't for Eve's surprise power up, which, okay, I'm going to say this now, and I don't know how people are going to feel about this. I did not watch the Adam Eve show, so for me, this was the first time that this power-up has happened. I don't know if she's done this before, and if this is something I should have been expecting. But for me personally, as someone who hasn't seen the Adam Eve show, I was sitting there, I was like, damn, Samantha's really fucking gone. Like, holy shit. Mark was having a good time, and fucking now she's done. And then all of a sudden she just ascends into godhood and blasts Conquest, which means Earth now has 2 defenders that can potentially defend against Viltrumites, by the way. Not just Mark anymore, but Eve is officially a contender for that list. Man, I kind of forgot my train of thought with that. But Eve comes through with that power up and just fucking wallops Conquest. If it weren't for that, Mark was cooked. Earth was cooked. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, there was no way Mark was coming back from that. Fucking Conquest even leaned down and told his, you know, emptied all the skeletons out of his closet to Mark, just for the sake of, like, hey, you showed me a good fight, and you're about to die, but, you know, I feel comfortable telling you that, you know, you earned this right, so take cherish in that. Alright? I get so lonely. Oh my god, dude. I've been talking about episode 8 non-stop ever since I watched it. My roommate and I sat down, we were fucking yelling at the TV, having a great time. Fucking my buddies and I have talked about it, we were all having a great time with it. I heard that there was, like, you know, a lot of disappointment on the fan side, because I guess people who have seen the comics and whatnot, read the comics, they fucking, they were expecting to, like, have I guess like a Kratos-like voice, or even like a Master Chief type voice, something different than Jeffrey D. Morgan. And honestly, I found it pretty refreshing to not just have like the stereotypical big strong guy has the deep strong voice type setup. It was nice, you know. He sounded like an older guy, and he didn't sound frail, but he sounded solid, sturdy. So yeah, If you have anything that you want to say about the episode, feel free to drop it in the comment section below. And I hope this video has been absolutely unhelpful to you. And I hope you have a bad day.